Seriously, wow, my hair looks like it's all blonde. Anyways, so I've been wanting to tell you this experience with my daughter, okay? Because I think more of you out there are going through it the same as we in a lot of ways. So we had a really amazing experience happen, but it's been super stressful with my one child, okay? So my daughter is 7, and we were told by the teacher, she's in first grade, we were told by the teacher that she thinks that she has a disability and or the starting of a disability, and that she's behind everybody in class, even the ones that are struggling, and that if she were to recommend her to go to second grade, she would say absolutely not. So I'm not downing the teacher, but I do want to tell you kind of how the systems work a little bit, what it does to the kids, and what we can do different to help support these beautiful kids of ours, okay? So it's really unfortunate. I know exactly what it feels like to struggle in school, and to what it feels like to feel like no matter what you do, you're never going to get anywhere. You're never going to get any further, okay? So it really scared me when the teacher said that. I didn't know which direction or what to do, what to go in. And so God really had mercy on me, because when I went to go get my hair done last week, my hairdresser happened to ask me how my kids were doing. We got into the conversation of Brinlin, and I told her how scared I was at, what is it that I'm supposed to do? How am I supposed to help her and support her? If she had any ideas. Well, because that conversation came up, she says, hey, I have this tutor for you that works with kids with possible disabilities. And she'll come out to your house. She isn't very expensive, and she's absolutely amazing because she has struggled herself in school with disabilities. And so she's working on her master's. Well, that really excited me, because I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea which direction to go in. I really didn't want to go in the direction of having her diagnosed with something. Not that it's bad, but I just don't want to go the route of doctors constantly. I just feel like it's a whirlwind, a hamster wheel. So I've done a couple of two things. Okay. So we have this clean natural energy drink with my business. It's called Active. And my friend suggested that I put half of the powdery drink in with her regular supplements that she drinks in the morning. And so I did. There's one key. Key number 2 is so the tutor came over for the first time on Tuesday, and she asked me all the different things that's going on. She also wanted to see all of Brinlin's papers. We sat down for at least 2 hours total. A little bit of it was her and I talking. And she sat down and she did her homework in different ways. When Brinlin would get not sound something out right with reading, or not get it completely right, it was crazy at just wording things differently made all the difference with how Brinlin responded. To my surprise, long story short, Brinlin ended up knowing so many things, and I sat there and I was completely shocked. She was pouring so much information into her, but yet Brinlin was so receptive, was able to understand what they were reading. She was slower at it, so you could tell that, she's not as quick as everybody else, but she understood the concept. Completely blew me out of the water. I was thinking she knew a lot less, especially because you have a teacher telling you how concerned she is about Brinlin, not being very far, not knowing anything. And the problem is, guys, when kids hear that, whether it's from teachers, parents, peers, whatever it is, when they hear no, or they can't, or it was wrong, over and over and over again, they finally get to the point where they believe it. And they believe it about everything in their life. So as I was sitting there talking to the tutor, I explained the at-home behavior. I said, you know, she'll tell us that she can't help. I'll give her something as simple as go take out the trash, and she can't follow with it. She forgets it right away. She can't get her own dishes out of the cabinets. She relies on everybody doing everything for her. The tutor, again, her name's Diane, she ended up saying, okay, Lisa, when you are told for so long that you can't do something, you tend to believe it about yourself. I said, do you really honestly think that she doesn't know how to do it? She's like, Lisa, she knows how to do it. But when somebody is told that they can't do something, they believe fully with everything they have that they can't do it. Nothing wrong with anybody else is really doing anything, but it's just how words can be swapped around enough to where it makes a difference with what our brain believes as an adult, as a kid. And so as she was saying that, she gave me examples. She did certain things with my child, and I was like, holy cow. Brinlyn responded differently with the different words she used. So when Brinlyn sounded something out wrong and it wasn't the right word, she used something as simple as, oh, I can see how you could hear the ha 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 sound instead of the whatever the word was. Or did you see it this way? Was this what you were thinking? And kind of empathizing with her. She wasn't enabling her or anything like that, but being able to switch things around enough really did something with Brinlyn's brain. So then afterwards, after Diane left, the normal thing would be Brinlyn makes a mess. She's wild. She's crazy. Can't calm her down. Acting out, not listening, throwing fits. She spilled shredded cheese all over the floor. And I asked her nicely, thinking that she can't do it, but I didn't say that. And I says, hey, Brinlyn, would you mind picking that up for me and cleaning your mess up? And Brinlyn went and grabbed every single piece of shredded cheese and threw it in the garbage. First time ever she followed through with something. And I'm not kidding you. I'm not being harsh on my child. I'm just saying, like, it really makes a difference. So then yesterday, she has a list of these things that we have to get on the computer and exercise and do. She was right on it. She says, Mom, I'm super excited. I want to be able to make it to second grade. I know I can do it. I can read. She read a whole entire book like that. Now, what I'm telling you from this live is, whether you have children, or whether you're an adult or you're a teenager, giving yourself positive affirmations and telling yourself over and over and over you can do something. It won't matter the disability that you have. It's going to help. I'm not saying it's going to cure or totally make the situation perfect, but it will help immensely. So anyways, our tutor, I really feel deep down inside, is going to really work effectively with Brinlyn. She said that if we work throughout the summer, we'll even be above a grade if she continues to do her learning through the summer, because that's when everybody usually takes a break and starts to lose what they have retained. Anyway, so I thought I would share that with you. Super amazing. Challenge yourself to do so with yourself or your children, and you will find pretty amazing things that happen.